Trees coming down, Federation homes being demolished, and loud freight trains with wheel squeal traversing the suburbs.
And the disgraceful behaviour by Hornsby Council in not protecting this house next to me here, and they can hide under all sorts of regulations. They can hide under all sorts of arm's length. It wasn't my fault, we did this, we did that. The end result is that house has gone, and it is part of the heritage of this community. And no matter what happens, that settles on the lap and on the desk of every one of those people who were responsible to protect it. We are only community people. We can only do what we can do. But the state governments and the local governments who are mandated and voted to be responsible to protect our community have failed us. But to pull down the homes across the front, down on Wangala, thank you, is another issue. But what we have, the end result, and this is what we have to measure how we're being governed. The end result is that this building, against the government's own regulations, is now sitting isolated and about to be surrounded by 5-storey high-rise.
It is that it's going to be cut down tomorrow. Now, if that's the case, that's the end of a 140-year-old irreplaceable tree.
Gardening presenter Graham Ross.
And at times there's going to be a casualty or two, and if it's one tree here and there, well, we're getting out of it pretty well.
The Mayor failed to explain that we've lost thousands of trees over the last 3 years, not one here or there.
And not hear the buzz from the bees, which are also endangered in this country, as they are right around the world, from varroa mite overseas, and from other diseases and other pressures and possibly chemical problems that the bees are under in our country.
It could be cut down tomorrow.
They're not tree huggers, but they are this tree's defenders.
If we keep removing them, we're going to lose all our wildlife.
The cockatoos that come here when this beautiful white mahogany, when it comes into bloom, and it's always got seed and bloom on it, it's a constant cycle because it's so well looked after in the backyard here. They'll have to just move on. The lorikeets, the parakeets, the gangs, which are also endangered, they come up here, and when it's in flower, there are millions. You cannot stand on the veranda up there and not hear the buzz from the bees. This is what happens in an area that is actually identified as being heritage. Out of such disappointment and sadness, I think in my entire life over the last 4 or 5 years, because of this noise.
That it's going to be cut down tomorrow. Now, if that's the case, that's the end of a 140-year-old irreplaceable tree.